Hi gorgeous people, welcome back. You're with Amira. This is Psychic Readings Live. I'm going to be doing a pre-order, then I'm going to be jumping right into your super chats. So if you do have a super chat ready to go, get that in now, because first in, first served, as you know. You can also go onto my website and do it on there as well, on the button for the pre-order super chats. Okay, here we go, everyone. Hi, JD. How are you? Welcome. You're in early. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone? Thanks for the likes on arrival. The donation is $5 USD or equivalent or more per question per topic. So make sure that you get your questions in and you do explain your question. If I don't know you, do a little backstory. And welcome, Michi. You're almost off to work. All the best. All the best. It's a night shift. Oh, wow. And do a shout out where you're from, a like on arrival. If you're new, you are entitled to a free yes or no question. So post a yes or no question and do a shout out where you're from. And if you're a newbie, go ahead and do that. And we'll get going. I have the first pre-order for Irena in the UK. Some people in different time zones can't make the live. Hi, Brenda Musil. Hi, Venusian. How are you, my dear? Thanks for the moderation as usual. And Michi as well. I might pull a card for our moderators to warm up the vibe at the moment. Then we're going to get into your super chats as well as the pre-order I have up my sleeve. I'm going to pull a card for Michi. Michi off to work. Ooh, nice offer, Michi. You could have a bigger and better offer coming in. Love offer, a water sign male, very masculine energy, or female energy that presents in a masculine energy that presents in a female body. But a big offer coming in towards you. So go for that. That can also be housing as well. Because the Cancer signs, you know, the Cancer likes the housing situation. You know, they rule housing, houses, etc. Let's have a look, as well as Taurus to a certain point. Let's have a look at Venusian. Venusian card, pull for Venusian. This one wanted to come out. Wow. Another king. Another king is born. How beautiful. Okay, money, lucky money, a money king, a man with money, a money who is well established. He has beautiful clothes. He's well presented. He could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, most likely. Somebody similar to the one that you met on New Year's Eve, the Tesla guy. Somebody similar is what I'm feeling here. Somebody similar. And money coming in abundance. Okay, let's have a look at Irena. Irena has a particular situation regarding a legal situation. I do legal situations, I do pregnancies, I do some health questions depending on what they are, but my speciality is love stories, love relationships, finding a future love partner, where to find them, how to find them, names, descriptions of the person, anything to do with money, finance, business, real estate, moving, locations, connecting with spirit on the other side, channeled mediumship messages, channeled messages from my guides, and timing forecasts as well for timing questions. Off and running in 2026, guys. We're off and running. It's busy. I can feel it's busy. I don't know what's going on with you, but it's busy. What's going on your end? Let me know. Okay, Irena's question. Interesting question. A little bit tricky, but interesting. Should you go down the court case avenue for this particular person? that you want to get money out of, money back from an investment that didn't actually live up to its potential. Could actually work. Could actually work. Legal justice, Empress, abundance. She's putting a lot of money into her family or family trust, this person that owes you money. And it's one of those awful cancelled subscriptions where you cancel and they keep charging you. Just to give you a backstory. Yeah, so she's trying to hold on to the money. I do feel like a legal court claim could be good. I did suggest another way as well. So I might just do a card on that one. It looks like you're getting your money back, Irena, should she go public with the knowledge of this particular company. King and Queen of Rods. You're indecisive about it, which way to go. You might get some feedback. You could do that as step one, with the also advising that you're taking it to the courts, because you've got justice behind you. It might not go to the courts, but you might be able to get some traction out of step one, which was the claim to make it public. Public statement, public scrutiny. I wonder if her following is mainly in Russia or it's somewhere else. You could get an interview with Russian television or something with international people. Even though her LLC is in America, it's all in Russian. So you might get more traction with the press in Russia, or some sort of Russian podcaster, somebody who might be outside of Russia doing controversial podcasts. I know that there's quite a few. You might get some traction there as well. Yeah, or the claim to do so, and it could just be returned. Will you get the money back before having to take action other than communication? I feel like there's been a loss. They're going to try to fight back, but there's victory. Yeah, there could be some toing and froing, but you might get it refunded before it's in a lump sum, before it's... Make sure you put down the amount of money as well. We've got victory all around here. A lot of aces. So I would say put the intention out there of what your steps are. And go with that. All right. Okay, let's have a look and see. How are we, everyone? How's everyone going? Welcome, welcome. Is Irena here or has she gone to sleep? I'm very well, JD. Thank you. How are you? Brendan Mussel. Love life. Okay. Brendan Mussel, love life. We've got Glenife, thank you for the 1212. We've got JD, thank you for the 10. Okay, here we go. JD's first. Started a new job Now getting my hours. Good for you, JD. Congratulations. This was in the last reading, wasn't it? Is it my mistake with management or should be concerned at work? Sorry if there's any background noise. It's children in the pool. Nice pool energy. Always got to live near a pool. Okay. Started a new job, not getting my hours. Is it my mistake with management or should be concerned about it? Okay, my initial feeling, JD, is that the hours are going to build up. I just got the words building up. It's sort of like they're starting off and they're going to build up. They're going to work around things. There's some people taking some vacation time. You're going to get more hours as well. There's going to be some switching and changing around. Yeah, I do feel like there's a build-up coming up for you. The road's open. Yes, you're on the right track. You've got what you want. The money's coming in. Just be patient. The person in charge has their eye on you, which is a good thing. You will get the money that you need and you want. It's going to be coming up. You might even get some sort of elevated promotion or advancement here in what you're doing, more responsibilities. You could also ask as well. There's no harm in asking and seeing what the trajectory is. I mean, why are these people just keeping secrets? You know, like, what's wrong with companies these days? Why aren't they being more transparent? Yeah, I kind of feel like they're kind of keeping their guard up. They don't really, know exactly what they're doing. I kind of feel like they don't really know what they're doing. I think you should ask management to give you more hours, and that's what you want because you've got victory coming out of it. You've got victory. Maybe they thought you didn't need any hours. Yeah. So either it's because you're on probation and they're not keeping you in the loop, or you need to ask for more hours and you'll get it. Yeah. Happy Friday, Elle. Happy Friday. Yeah, no, you'll get it. I think you've just got to push for it. You've got to tell them, look, this is how many hours I want a week or a month. This is how many hours I want. Like, just name your hours, whatever hours you want. Just name it. Yeah, just tell them, this is what I want. They're going to try to keep new employees happy to a certain point and try to ease them into the system because there's been no drama yet. So they're going to try to ease them into the system. Yep. Okay. Next question, Glenifa. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Hola, Amira. Hola, Glenifa. ¿Cómo estás? I decided to cancel my trip to Austria because I'm not ready for the competition. Oh, okay. Wondering if I will do the Brazil or Spain competition at the end of April. What sort of competition was it again? Was it an archery competition or something, or hiking or skiing or something? Okay. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Let's have a look at the Brazil or Spain. Where do you feel the most pulled? Oh, weightlifting and endurance. Where do you feel the most pulled? Let's have a look at Spain. Spain's looking good. You might go with a friend or a coach or something like that, or a love interest or a partner. You might even have a partnership situation. Yeah, it might take you a while to bounce back from the situation with your mother. Looks like a nice, there's a reason why you're not going, and it could be that because you're meant to meet somebody. And if you were away, you might not meet this person. There could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well, or a fire sign, or an Aries. Aries is also a fire sign. Let's have a look at Brazil. Where do you feel most drawn to going? Let's have a look at Brazil. Super chat's in. We're not going to keep this live going for too long today. Super chat's in, so we get everybody done. Brazil, things up in the air. Not as strong as the other one. You'd like to go to Brazil just to check it though. It's been on your radar for a while. It might be, you know, you might be able to keep on top of the situation. There could be a bit of competition there. I don't know, Spain might be your best bet. Yeah, Spain might be your best bet. Brazil may or may not feel 100% familiar or easy. Thanks, Glenn. You're most welcome. Okay, I had a offline order from LB. Problem with condo association, want nuisance tree removed, foundation cracks in driveway, spillage with wet fallen tree debris. My initial feeling is yes, eventually. It's like they have to submit something to the local county or something like that, and it's taking time. Eventually it'll be done. It's like they're lazy to move their finger, or they can't be bothered filling out the form, is what I'm seeing with this one. Will the tree be removed? Yes. Yes, somebody's going to remove it. It's not just you, other people are going to get involved. So if you can rally up other people to get involved, it might be actually a good idea. You might start doing things behind the scenes to get something involved. I don't know if they have to lodge something and they don't want to spend the money to get it involved, or it's going to cost money for them to cut the tree up or something like that. But you're going to get somebody involved. I feel like there's a local guy who might come and analyze the situation and get a quote. It might not be as bad as they think it's going to be. Okay. All right. Thanks, Venusian, for the shout out. Let's have a look at Brenda. Love life of Brenda. What's your current situation, Brenda? And we'll go from there. Current situation. Brenda, love life. Here we go, Brenda. Thank you all for joining. Truly appreciate it. Thanks for the likes on arrival. Any newbies get a free yes or no question. Brenda, love life. I'm getting a vision of a barn. Somebody's been hiding in a barn or something. Or there could be country element around you. Where are you located? Is it rural where you are, or is there just not that many people? be somebody who lives in the countryside. Let's have a look. Brenda. Okay, taking back power and control in a situation. So that's taking back power and control of your situation and your time and how you're doing things and who you're talking to. Looking out for, I feel that the short term is more like time's ticking. It's more like taking a handle of your time and maybe allocating some of your time to dating or not wasting your time talking to the wrong people. You do have a serious interest here coming in. I don't know, barn dancing. I've got dancing here. Could be some sort of fun type of dance thing going on. The doors will open, and it's saying not to be shy and withhold yourself, put yourself out there. The doors will open. Maybe put yourself on some single, local single Facebook groups, or go to some local singles types of events and things like that. I feel like you're most likely to meet this person out and about, unless you meet them online and they're in the countryside and they have a barn, or they might be living in a converted barn. So I don't know why I got that, but just keep that up your sleeve as an indication. Yeah, but the doors are going to open for you, things are going to flow, and there is a serious person coming in. So it's saying to keep yourself very focused on what you want, focused on your target, focused on what you want. And once you know what you want, then it just flows from there, yeah? Thanks for that, Brenda. Okay, let's have a look at Tammy, charms and ring. Charms and ring toss. This is one of my specialities, charms and ring tosses. Also candle wax readings if somebody wants to do a candle. Charms and ring toss for Tammy. Okay, let's have a look. Tammy, what's coming up for 2026, Tammy? Okay, an engagement's going to happen when you change, when something's changed. There could be a, like you said before, somebody holding you back. So could also happen around a new moon energy. Could be new moon in Capricorn as well, which is good for Cancer. Could be that Jim's energy is holding you back, or you still feel attracted to somebody from the past. But when you've changed something, it could be location, it could be changing your way of doing things. You might put yourself online. You might do something like that. And look, if anyone sees you and reports it to Jim, well, you're not engaged to Jim. You can do what you want. You're a single person. Yeah, so you might have to do some sort of radical change. Something out of the box, something daring, something taking a risk. And feeling good about it. You've gotten rid of the eyes. There is another marriage in your life, I feel, coming in. It's going to come in at some point over the next year or two. Engagement, then marriage. Yeah. There is another marriage for you. I do feel like you're going to meet that person to be married to for the rest of your life. That's what I feel. Okay, charms. Charms for Tammy. You've got the nice jade snail. Moving in the shadows, moving in stealth. Yeah, you might do what Misty does, moving in silence. Yeah, don't tell anybody what you're doing. Don't tell your daughter. Don't tell anybody. Just do you. Don't get anyone else's opinion, because they could all get sort of like possessive of you. Yeah. You've got the flamingo there, which is very nice. Very, very nice energy. You might be thinking about something to do with Florida, or where there's flamingos, or stepping out in a different way to how you've stepped out before. There is love there, definitely. Somebody who's educated, somebody who's also spiritual. WF, Z, and DA. That's a yes in Russian, DA. And I feel like your father's watching over you as well, trying to pull somebody in for you. Even if you may or may not have had a good relationship with him, I feel like he is going to try to make up for that on the other side. You got Fort Worth again. Fort Worth. You've got a Z. What state has a Z in it? Or city? I don't know. I'm getting warm climates for you. There could be somebody who lives in Tucson or something like that. Or Florida. You might have to cast a wide net, Tammy. You might have to go on Match.com. Match.com is good because people are subscribers, so they're serious. They're not just messing around. Okay. So maybe it's time to put yourself out there when the universe knows that you put yourself out there. Even if it's online, sometimes they bring other people in around you naturally. So just keep that in mind. Good things coming to you. Misty. Misty. Oh, we've got Venusian with the Cash App as well. We'll do Misty and then Venusian. Misty. What's going on, Misty? Mystify me. Mystify me. What's going on, Misty? Good things coming to you. Lock and key. You are analysing the things that you have keys to, whether the houses, cars, apartments, etc. And working those things out. You've got a decision to make about the car, about the apartment. And you're going to hear of something new, something different, something impressive, something magical, etc. Something's coming in, news of a relocation, a possibility to move or relocate. You might hear about a new apartment opening up or some sort of other opportunity to move. Moving in silence, Misty. Could be from somebody that you trust, a loyal person, or just somebody trustworthy, like an agent or a broker or something. And you've got action. So I feel like you're ready to take some action in a positive direction. Yep, in a new direction at some point in time. Okay, Venusian, I want to purge against my son's father, and they really holding him accountable for non-payment of support. I'm wondering if I should do San Antonio or Houston rodeo at the end of February, early March. Oh, that's nice. Are the people who go to rodeo somebody that, somebody that you'd like to be with? transformation, doing something different, transformation, surprise. You might get an invitation to go to one of these events. I don't know if you're still in touch with the rodeo guy. If you want to go to Houston and check out the, check out the energy there, I kind of feel Houston maybe than San Antonio. You might check out the situation, the relocation, etc. You know, firefighters and those rodeo guys and everything, they're all players. You've got to be very careful where you're putting yourself out there. Yeah, where you're putting yourself out there. Let's pick a card for Houston. Because you have a tendency of going for, you know, the sexy, charming, wild guys, whereas you're really better suited to somebody who's more intellectual and more stable. You know, you've got to look at the chemistry compared to the, you know, you've got to get the full package, but you've got to look at somewhere, some people are going that's going to be more in line. I would just say just go to Sun City and hang out there until you meet somebody. You'd be like a magnet up there. Okay, Houston's looking good if you want to go. Sun City. Oh, San Antonio. Sun City, you're putting your options out there. You're thinking of relocating to Austin. Yeah, because a lot of these guys are just moving around trying to get women, but they're not actually really stable or serious. Austin could be good for you for a mental stimulation. And let's do San Antonio. Yeah, I don't think it's big enough for you, San Antonio. Even though it's a big city, there's just something that's missing there for you. Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Phoenix. Let's just do a Phoenix. Yeah, you feel like you want to go somewhere, but you're not sure exactly where. But you might go somewhere in-state too. You know, about positioning yourself around places that, like Scottsdale or something. Why can't you just target Scottsdale or somewhere upscale that you know? Yeah, you've got options, Venusian, options. You don't have to cross state lines, you know, just to get, you know, get what you want. I feel like you can get it in your environment, but you just need to put yourself somewhere that's a little bit more, it's a different environment, different people, different backgrounds, different wealth levels. I'm also seeing a ski resort too. Ski, money, resort, ski. Preston. Does Preston have any skiing up there? I would exhaust your opportunities in your state. Yeah, I wouldn't look at activities. You're looking for a target. You're looking for a target, and you're looking for a financial target. That's what your your objective is. But then you go off track and you go to like places where there's a lot of players. You know what I mean? So you have to be very careful about, you know, following your heart and your instincts and following your head. Oh, Mount Lemmon by Tucson. Oh, Prescott. Okay. Prescott, that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Charm ring. You know, there's a lot of single men in your area, you know. Some of them are living in retirement communities. Some of them, you know, are in Scottsdale, you know, upscale areas. I would just focus on that, you know. I don't think you've done everything that you can do. That sounds like your kids, Michi. Yeah. So there's lively neighbours who love their pool and they're jumping in their pool, but they will burn out over time. Yeah. Can't time it often. Usually it's at a different hour. Let me just pick one more for Venusian. For upscale areas in Arizona. There you go. Husband, groom. He's there, you know. He's there. You don't have to go, you know, a big expense and commitment to move into a different state. You can get another house even in a different area. Housing coming in Arizona. New love, yes. Housing, yes. Coming in Arizona. Yeah, so just keep plugging away. You're already in the system there. You're already, you know, getting traction. You've already done a lot of stuff that's working out. You've got some, you know, results now from the father of your, you know, that owes you back pay, etc. So just keep moving forward. Yeah. There's always a nice place in the state. It doesn't have to be where you are. You might have to go somewhere else in the state, even in the city, and it's a big city or a suburb to get what, you know, to get what you want. I'd be hanging out in the nice coffee shops in Scottsdale, going to the nice lobbies, going up to some events in Sun City. And, you know, you can get a nice fit 50-year-old up there, you know what I mean, who's got properties and who's nice, you know. That's your type. That's your type, Venusian. Even though you think you're type something else, that's really what you want. Because you get these other guys and then they end up dicking around, literally. And then you end up thinking, what the hell am I doing? You know what I mean? Okay. What am I doing? I'm doing charm, ring and throw for Misty. Okay. Let's do the charm ring for Misty. Charm ring. Ring toss. Okay. You also have a marriage or a contract here. This one jumped out nice and close. Spirituality is going to work for you, bringing in that spirituality. You do have the engagement and the marriage as well, or the contract. You might even meet somebody of value who can be a business partner as well, but adds value to your business. The key word here is adds value. Somebody that you can work with, somebody that's going to renovate a bus and do a party bus, you know, all sorts of things. You could do it. I just got an idea for you. Another idea, business idea, karaoke bus, karaoke party bus. Okay. And it may or may not be where you are either. Okay, finding your flock, finding your people, your energy. You've got the feather here. You're sitting on a lot of opportunity, abundance and blessings here with the jewel, with the ruby. You're sitting on that. You've got UW. It sounds like a university. University of Washington, Wisconsin, something like that. You might end up doing a food truck or something that's moving, some sort of moving vehicle. You might do it around universities or where there's students. You know, you could come into, it could be with your daughter as well, but you might get, you know, the right partner who's going to help you and invest. Yeah, you've got a lot of academia here, a lot of academic vibes with the owls. Can be universities, can be places where students live, where they study. You might be targeting certain areas, etc. You've got big transformation coming up. You're going to transform your body. That is definitely going to be on the cards. You've got a lucky gold coin, which is good feng shui to bring in wealth, luck, prosperity, and love. I wouldn't be looking for love for you. I would be looking for business partners, expanding your business, working out opportunities, and working with the skills that you have together with your daughter. You could both do this together. I mean, she might get help from her fiance's family as well. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know where the funding is going to come from or where the help is going to come from. You could get a silent partner is what I'm getting. Hi, Michi, my love. Love message and thank you. You're most welcome. Love message for Michi. Love message for Michi. Let's have a look for Michi. Get your super chats in if you do want one, everybody, because I won't be going on for hours today. I'm keeping it fairly nice and neat and short. I do have to go some places. Things are moving along nicely and smoothly. That's good to hear, Misty. Good to hear. Okay, let's have a look at Michi. Michi. Why am I getting a dagger in the heart? Is there a tattoo? Somebody with a tattoo with a dagger? Do you know anyone with a tattoo with a dagger? Just keep an eye out for that. Dagger in the heart. There could be somebody from the past who you've rejected, who might be trying to get revenge or just feels like you put a dagger in their heart. You've got two people to choose from, an option and choices and situation moving forward. There's a true love connection. Dark male, dark hair, dark eyes, not necessarily dark skin. He's definitely single. He's unattached. And he's ready to mingle. I'm getting the word single and ready to mingle. Destiny will bring him into your life. I feel like he'll come in. It's almost like he just drives towards you. Fun times ahead. More travel coming up as well. Yeah, keep an eye out for that tattoo. And you feel like time is of the essence. You feel like time's ticking, like you need to get the ball rolling. You need to get somebody on the page. I'm getting a G or a J sounding name. First, second, or last name. Hi, Barbie girl. How are you, my love? Where do I stand with Sean? My name is Tiffany. Barbie girl. Nice to see you. Whereabouts are you located? Where do I stand with Sean? Tiffany and Sean. Let's have a look. Tiffany and Sean. Welcome, Michi. Welcome. Yusang read, exactly. Tiffany and Sean. Tiffany and Sean. I'm seeing Sean standing in mud. It's like he's not moving. It's like he's stuck. Stuck in the mud. Yeah, it's like he's stuck and unable to move. It's almost like cement. Don't know if he's in. It's almost like it feels like he's in prison, whether it's a literal prison or an energetic prison. Career. Destiny. Okay. Destiny is coming in the career realm. So that could be for you or for him. Something's going to take off in a career movement for you or for him. Okay, he's wanting to control the narrative. So these cards should be upright. He's wanting to control the narrative. He's not budging. I don't know if he's just really stubborn or something like that. He's got somebody talking in his ear, whether it's a baby mother, a mother, a sister, somebody in his ear. You have there's third-party influence here. There is a thought of engagement with this person, with you, but I feel like you've got a new love coming in. Tiffany, I feel like you've got a new love coming in. They could come in through your career, through your workspace, destined meeting, luck, chance to be, meant to be. What do we need to know about this new love? I feel like this guy is stuck in a rut. Yeah, I feel like this guy is going to come out of left field, surprise you, ask you out on a date. And if you're single, why not? Why not? I feel like this guy is going to take you by surprise. It's going to come out of left field. You might meet him in your career or his career. Could have a C initial as well, like a Charlie, Carlos, something like that. C sounding name. C or a K. First, second, or last name. Okay. You Smith, how are you, my dear? Welcome. Any love messages for you? Okay, let's have a look. You think you're going through a seasonal purge, Venusian? That's a good thing. Yeah, it could be after this Cancer full moon. Time to purge. You Smith. Let's have a look. Love messages. Love messages for you, Smith. Anything coming in for you, Smith, in the love arena. The love arena. I'm getting an E sounding name, like an Eric and a Scott. That's specific. Eric and Scott. Yeah, just take it easy, Venusian. Just look after yourself, love yourself, and look after your health and recover. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Well, you might be keeping a low profile, Smitty. You might be keeping a low profile, but sooner or later you're going to have a boost of energy and you're going to have a lot more options coming in around you. There is a contender here for a serious relationship. You're taking back your power and control. It's saying not to sit on the sidelines and be invisible. Mature man, somebody mature for his age, not mature in age so much. Past love might try to connect, but you might ignore that person. That could be an ignore situation. Ignoring. Yeah. Try steams or a sauna. Steaming is good. I like steam baths. Maybe go and do a nice massage in a steam, Venusian. Just pamper yourself. And something's going to shift. I feel like something's going to shift. Nice to see you from Wisconsin, Barbie girl. Good to see you. And I'm seeing Venusian light a candle. I don't know why, but I feel like the need to tell you. Okay, I love doing karaoke and readings. Excellent. Look at a karaoke bus. Any last calls, anyone? We'll do a last call. Last calls. Just do the self-love, focus on you, bring the energy into yourself. Yeah, just love yourself up. Sometimes if you go through some sort of purge recovery, it could be from this whole energy that you've put out there with this court stuff with your ex. Yeah, it could be like finally something's releasing, something's purging. You could be purging that toxic energy that he's been, you know, running interference with your whole life. You know, it's been a long time, 20 years or more. I'm going to just take a small break. If anyone does want to do a last order super chat, please get it in. No worries, Misty, no worries. Yeah, don't worry about your checks. All right, let's go. Sorry about that. The window's closed. Can you believe how loud these people are? Yeah, I know, but it's okay. Okay. We'll get down to you, Barbie girl. Okay. Lati Boken. Should I start searching for employment? Let's have a look. Is there any reason? Could be that you feel like the energy shift 2026 ready to roll, getting that feeling of a new energy starting. Lati Boken, let's have a look. Should I go into new employment? Let's have a look. Okay. Can you do unemployment insurance for the meantime. Ah, yeah, you weren't happy about that layoff. Not good. Not good. Yeah, it's caused you a bit of stress. You kind of feel a bit unhinged around it, like you're not really sure what you're meant to be doing. You might need some time out just to think, reassess and think, but there's no harm in just putting your resumes out there and going for something that you want to go for. I do feel that you're going to get something. You're going to get money as well. I don't know if it's going to come through unemployment insurance or some sort of compensation. Something fortunate, a judgment, an awakening. If you have a judgment or an awakening or an unfair dismissal to dispute, I feel like you'll be victorious in the outcome. So if that's what you need to focus on, you can focus on that, standing up for your rights. Otherwise, you'll get victorious. Should you go for another job? Should you go for another job? Should you go for another job? You're going to be more discerning what you're going to pick up next time. Yeah, you need time out to reassess, regroup, rethink, meditate on it, have a feel into it, see what you really want to do. Could involve travel. I don't know why, but I was picking up something around the airlines. Something involving travel or the airlines, or something to do with traveling or moving somewhere to work, or traveling somewhere to work. I don't know, but there's some regroup that you're doing. There's a regroup, rethink and reaction. You might decide to move into a cheaper state, or you might decide to move into a tax-free state or something, but there's discernment here. And if you do need to go for anything that is compensation related, I do feel like you've got victory here. If it was an unfair dismissal, or it's put you through a loop, or it's made you think about really what you want to do. Sometimes we sabotage things to get laid off because we don't really want to be there. And there's a reason, you know, that we sabotage things to not get what we, you know, to get ourselves out of a situation. So I feel like it's a regroup and then it's a restart. Whatever toy they're playing with reminds you of Woody from Toy Story. That's hilarious. What is he hiding from you, Barbie girl? Barbie girl. Is he hiding anything? What is he hiding? I feel like he's just stuck. It's like he's come to a point, like, does he want to go forward? It's like if he goes forward, he needs to make a bigger commitment. He might feel like somebody might have whispered in his ear or talked bad about you, or given him some bad information about you, about your past or something that he might be believing, or he might be thinking of going somewhere else, or moving, or taking a leap of faith, or traveling, or being dandy free and fabulous, that type of thing. So kind of like frivolous and irresponsible. He might not be responsible enough to take it to the next level, and that could be what's holding him back. Money holding him back as well, career money holding him back. Prospects. Thanks, Barbie girl. You love the sound of children laughter. Yeah, it doesn't worry me so much. Let's pick a card for the weekend. What's coming up this weekend for the collective? Collective story. What's coming up for the weekend? What to expect this weekend? What's going on? Okay, some of you are traveling or thinking of travel or planning a trip. That's a jumping card. Or someone's going to reach out to you regarding a trip, or planning a trip to come and see you. I just going to do a straight run, what to expect. I'm just getting like 7 cards, feeling like they need to come. An ex might reach out to say, "Oh, come and see me, let's go somewhere." You may or may not take him up or her up on that option. What do we need to know for the collective for the weekend? Hearing from somebody from the past, not necessarily wanting to travel, but you might want to travel. They might be at a distance. You might be thinking that you want to see them. Okay, new love coming in, everybody. New love, mature man, somebody who has his game on, somebody who knows what he wants, has his game on, has the right intentions, fun times ahead, going out to parties, concerts, events. Karma playing out, releasing a toxic story, new opportunities coming in that door, dancing. It sounds like my weekend. Dancing. Short term. Okay, you feel like the clock's ticking. It could be a short-term thing. It could be the time's ticking. You feel like it's time that you met somebody, or it could be just the right timing. This person could be a boss, an entrepreneur, father figure, somebody who is in charge of his life, somebody in charge. Could have dark hair, dark eyes, not necessarily dark skin. New love coming in. If you put yourself out there, new love can come in, yes. Put yourself out there. Being discerning about your choices, moving in, I like that, moving in silence. The mature woman, she's moving in the right circles, leveling up and being more connected with where you want to be in your society or your groups or your environments, and more opportunities coming in, business opportunities, dating opportunities, work opportunities. So I do feel like it's about that discernment, mixing and mingling and finding your best potential moving forward. Hope you all enjoyed that. Lots of love and blessings, everybody. All the very best, lots of love, and I'll see you on the next live. Big kiss. Ciao for now. Thanks for joining, everyone. Truly appreciate it.